Well, we're ready for the second half to begin on a very cold, windy night here in Marshall. Both teams, they had a nice little ceremony for the seniors at halftime. And now we're ready to go with more soccer as Baker comes in with a 1-0 lead as we start the second half. Really jumping around, trying to stay warm. I'm telling you, it is a cold. Really, if the wind would die down, it wouldn't be so bad, but that wind's still kicking up pretty good out of the northwest as we get set for the second half. Baker leading 1-0. If the Vikings could come back and win this thing, they pretty much clinch the tie for second. Here's the second half, and here's James O'Sullivan.
As Baker starts out with it, and they go on that far sideline, Vikings will take that one away. They have it at midfield, trying to work it around towards this near side. Baker now they put it up. Clamors giving chase. Unable to get to, Baker pokes it ahead, that gets taken away, and Baker takes that one right back. They play in towards that corner, giving chase down. That's going to go too far and roll out of play. So it will be Viking kick. Just on the way here in this second half, and still 1-0 for the Wildcats as Krista Hooper scored 2 minutes into this match to give the Wildcats that 1-0 lead. Now the Vikings have it in their own end. They flip it up towards midfield. Here's Riley Kerr within the middle of the field. Makes a little move, and they'll get it off here to La Fuente. Plays it off shortly to Clamors, and now up to Garcia, but that gets knocked away. And Panuna plays it up this near sideline. Tries to fly in. Fuente gets out of her reach. That's going to get taken there by Baker. Nice little footwork trying to get around Fuente. She's not letting him do that. Still now Fuente battles and takes it away, but she's going to get called for the foul. Fuente is staying there looking at that side official. Can't believe she was called for that trip. So Baker will have this free kick deep in their own end. Vikings head that one away, and they still with it. Now it's Riley Kerr. Tries to play it. I had nothing on that one. And now it's Martine. Gets it off to Pizzini. And now they'll play it over that far side. That gets taken away, though. And now the Vikings have it deep in their end. That gets knocked away by Heave, and she keeps it in on that far side. They'll play it over towards this middle. Martine hits it over towards this near sideline. They'll play it off to Dean. As in the corner, crosses it over. That's going to get taken down, but Dean is taken down just outside the box. Vikings will have a free kick. Ball looks like it's going to be placed about the 18-yard box, extended out. And now the official's going to mark them back. And he's going to put them all the way in at the edge of the box. As Theobald's telling them where to get placed. Garcia crosses this one over in the box, headed on out there by Baker, heads that one out, and now they'll clear it out. Vikings able to keep that one in. Garcia from well out, but that goes wide. There's about 4 minutes into this second half here, still 1-0 for the Wildcats on that early first half goal. Ball is cleared out. Now Pizzini will flip that one back in. That's taken right back away there by Baker. And now Garcia flips it over towards that far sideline. That goes too far. It will be a Baker throw-in. Throw it in. Now Garcia will play it back to Clamors. And off to Pizzini. Right back there to Clamors and over to Heave on that far sideline. She'll flip it upfield. Garcia giving chase in that corner. But Baker's going to win that foot race and knock it out should be a Viking corner kick. And I believe it will be. No, they're going to say it went off the Vikings. So it'll be a goal kick for the Wildcats. Baker plays that one forward. It's flipped on and cross midfield, but the Vikings take that one right back. And now Clamors gets, it was not, I believe that's Plowman actually got called for the foul. Baker will have this free kick just about the 40-yard line on the front in the Vikings territory, so pretty much midfield. Ball's played in towards the box, headed away there by the Vikings. But Baker will head that one right back in. Try to shoot that one, and that gets blocked at the line. And now the Clamors and the Vikings have it, but she turns it over right away. And now Plowman tries to clear that one out, but Baker keeps with it. And now they're knocking over towards that sideline to Pizzini. Try to flip it upfield. That gets blocked at midfield. But Pizzini stays with it. Now flips it down the far sideline towards the corner. Kerr's not going to be able to get to it as Theobald comes off the line and takes that one. That kick kind of went off her leg instead of the foot. That rolled all the way out. But the Vikings kick it right back into her. Give her another shot at this. As the wind's playing tricks, not able to get that one as far as she did in that first half. As Garcia went down, Vikings have possession over. They flip it in towards the corner. Baker's going to get you that one first. They'll keep it in play and go up that sideline. Now playing it in towards the middle. And now they have it in midfield. That's a couple nice moves. They'll try to play a through ball. It gets deflected on, still giving chase, but Sanchez comes off the line and she'll be able to get to that one. She'll kick it out towards midfield. It's flipped on. Kerr was trying to get to it, but that gets blocked and sent back out. And now the Wildcats have it on that far side. They go down. They'll have a free kick at midfield. Wildcats put this one in towards the box. That's going to get head away there by Plowman on the back line. Baker's still with it on that far sideline. Garcia trying to play a little bit defense. She does and gets it out there to Pizzini. Plays it up to Kerr, but goes off her foot. Not a play, be another throw in for the Baker Wildcats. They throw it in that far sideline, knocked in towards the middle. Vikings take that one away. They'll play it back, but Baker will be able to get to this one. But Dean plays nice there defensively and tries to get it cleared out, but that gets put right back in. Now playing it towards the corner, Dean giving chase, trying to knock it away. Another nice little move to keep it in play. But I believe that's Panuna came over sliding, takes the ball away. That actually looks like it was Plowman, actually. Gets thrown in. Vikings take that one away. Turn it right back over to Baker near the edge of the box. Baker still has it there. Trying to put moves. Nice play there by the Vikings defensively, not to allow a shot. But they turn it right back over. It will be a Viking free kick, though, in their own end. They play this one forward, but Baker's going to be able to get to that one quickly. But now it's Martine. Tries to play it off to LaFuente, but she gets it knocked off her foot. Now it's Martine again in the center of the field, but that gets knocked out. And now it's LaFuente trying to get it to Kerr. Knocked all away from her. And now it's Madison Dean with it on this near side. A nice play there by one of the Baker forwards, but Dean stays with it. That's knocked away by LaFuente. Baker throwing, throws it down that sideline. And now it's Clamors trying to get off to Martine. That goes too far. And now LaFuente plays it off to Dean, back to Garcia. Tries to find LaFuente down that line, and that gets taken away. And now Baker plays it forward, giving chase a couple Viking defenders. Plowman gets to it first, and we'll send it back to Sanchez. And they'll go all the way up to midfield, where Garcia will be able to get to that one on that far side. And that got knocked away by Baker. Be a throw in deep in Baker territory for the Vikings. So now it's put over towards the edge of the box. LaFuente trying to get to it. Heads it on again, but now knocks it out. But it will be a goal kick for the Wildcats. As the fans disagreed with giving Baker that goal kick, they thought it should have been a corner. So they play it up. Baker has it at midfield. That's Fields. He'll play it off. That gets taken away there by the Vikings. Martine tries to have it, but she ends up tripping one of the Baker forwards. So it'll be a Baker free kick at midfield. So it was actually Mock that got tripped up. As that one goes out at midfield, it will be a Baker throw-in. It's headed away, but Baker still has it. Nice play there by Baker to stay with that. Vikings trying to take that one away. Play it in towards the corner, but Dean's going to be able to get to that one. And he'll just clear it out. The throw-in goes in, but Valley's able to clear that one out. Now pushing the back, as it looks like that was Leslie Johnson that got called for the foul there. .31.5 minutes remaining in this second half. Still 1-0 for the Wildcats. They scored early on in this one. Now it's Garcia playing in towards goal, but Theobald reads that one well. He'll come out and grab it.
You know, you mentioned there's 31 minutes to go. It's still plenty of time, but that clock will move in a hurry, and the Vikings finding themselves, they gave up that goal in the first 2 minutes, so they need to find a way to come back, and again, very good defense tonight by Baker.
As now Martine goes down at midfield, be another free kick for the Vikings. Garcia's over it. Well, it looks like it's calmed down slightly, but still picking up pretty well. Garcia sends it in towards goal. Punched out there by Theobald. And now it's cleared by Baker.
Yeah, I went down on the field for a little bit, and it's still pretty windy when you're right down on the field. It's a rough night out there for those gals.
That one got played in, but Baker's able to clear it out. You can tell Garcia's shot there was kind of affected by the wind because it got a lot behind it. And now Baker has it. They're playing over towards this near sideline. But that's taken away there by Madison Dean. Tries to find Clammers. It hits her in her back. It stayed with it. Now it's Garcia with it. Putting it in towards goal. Theobald had to back up to make that save.
Yeah, the wet, kind of a rise ball, and she was able to grab it. Good play.
I wonder if Drew Hawkins was saying to just shoot it from a long distance, because if it gets up in that wind, it could carry it in.
And that carried it easily. Now the other way, that probably would not have gotten there.
Theobald was off her line, but had to back up just to make sure she could catch that normally. And now the Vikings have it. They'll play it up, but Baker will look like they're going to take that one right back. Goes past him, and now it's Riley Kerr. Tries to send it in the box, but that's taken away there by the Wildcats. But Kerr stays with it, but Wildcats able to keep that one away. Now the Vikings will take it. Another foul will be another free kick for the Vikings.
29 minutes to go.
About the same spot as some of the other ones, so Garcia's probably just going to put this one in towards goal. And maybe get a rebound, maybe just put it straight in. It's 50 yards away. Garcia puts it up in that wind. It gets to the edge of the box, and then it gets headed out.
I thought that was headed out by one of the Wildcats and went wide right. And from here it looked like it was pretty close, but I don't think it really was.
Yeah, that kind of came down at the goal line of the end zone, so that traveled a good 40 yards in the air.
Yeah.
Garcia runs down, take this corner now. Play it in towards the box, played it low. Comes back to her, but she mishits that one. It goes well out of play.
Yeah, you mishit that a little bit, got up in that wind and went well behind the goal. So 28 minutes to go, 1-0, Baker with the lead. A few fans from Baker made the trip. A lot of them are sitting right down below us trying to stay out of this wind. Some of the students are here.
Seems like half the crowd's getting protected by this press box.
And our camera crews are both glad to be inside tonight.
Most likely, unless they're crazy and want to be standing outside.
They're both inside tonight. One of them was going to be outside, but we had that shower right before game time, so we moved the cameras in.
Now Baker able to clear this one out. Gets it towards midfield, but now another foul is going to be called. So another Viking free kick at midfield. And now it looks like Baker will bring in 3 players at the next opportunity. Garcia will once again play this one in towards the box. From straight on, here comes the kick. Gets the edge of the box, headed on there, but then headed away by Baker. And then Plowman puts that one wide.
Boy, a lot of this half has been played to the Baker end, hasn't it? But Vikings unable to do anything with it so far. And let's see, it looks like Allison Haddett coming back in, and also Katie Hibbler checks in for Baker.
I believe Jessica Hilbert also came in.
Yeah, Hilbert came in out of Topeka, Kansas. They're 1-2-2 in the league. Valley 3-1-1, but right now it's Baker's show, leading 1-0.
The Vikings have it deep. Garcia with it, tries to play it off. There, gets it to Clammers, slow shot. But Theobald stays down low and takes that one.
Actually, that was a good look. That was one of the best looks we've seen tonight. Took that from about 20 yards out. Stayed right, hugged the turf, and Theobald able to go down and get it.
Maybe if you got that one in the air with this wind.
Yeah.
It would have carried it too high or in the back of the net. Another Viking goes down, but Garcia stays with it. Now she slips on the wet turf. And Kerr tries to send it forward, but Baker clears that one out. Now Fields trying to get it, but Garcia takes that one away. He'll play it back to Plowman, who puts it up, trying to find LaFuente. Bounces it past a couple defenders. And now LaFuente knocks it out, but they say it's going to go off Baker. It will be a Viking throw in.
Baker fans who are here don't agree with that.
And LaFuente will throw this one in. 25 minutes remaining, still 1-0 for Baker. Throw in goes in towards the edge of the box. Head away. And it went off Baker. So it will be a corner kick to the Vikings, and Garcia's going to run down to take this one.
Well, let's see if we can get one of these corner kicks. Kids ready to come back in.
Try to get a little bit of speed, get a through ball in this, up in this wind, let her run after it. As Garcia plays this one low. Knocked around there a little bit, but cleared. And up put on goal, but too high.
Hit the goal post, right upright. The football goal post bounced back into play, and the official said, no, we'll stop that. That'd be kind of interesting if you could knock it off the goal post and still be in play. Kind of like hitting it off the roof at Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg.
I guess having an indoor soccer, play it off the wall.
Play it off the wall, wherever it goes off, just play it.
That cleared out. Garcia had a chance. It goes by her. But Baker stays with it. And Fields is giving cases to Garcia. And now Fields comes away with it. She goes down. So it will be a foul on the Vikings. And it looks like Panuna gets called for that one.
That was Panuna got called for that. And one of the Wildcats a little slow getting up. And that is Keely Atkin. Keely's out of Olathe. Just a short distance from Baldwin City. She's up and all right. 23 minutes left in the first of two, and 1-0 Baker.
Now they stopped the clock because the ball was getting settled. It stopped at 23:04. This one's played in low all the way towards goal, but that's going to go wide.
Yeah, Sanchez just stood there, knew that was going to go wide, just let it go.
Knocks it with her left foot only until about the 30-yard line. Baker had it there for a second, was taken away there by the Vikings. Try to play it up, but taking it right back. And now it's going to go out of play. It will be a Viking throw.
Well, 22 minutes. Starting to get a little serious now for Valley.
They throw it in. Baker will have this one and send it out towards midfield. But the Vikings send that one right back in. Now it's Garcia. She trips Baker Wildcat, but official says play on. And now Madison Dean has it, and that's played forward. Try to get to LaFuente down the line, but that goes too far. Baker heads that one out. Now it's Pizzini. Gives it off to Hebe. Trying to find Clammers. It goes over her head. And now it's up in the air. Garcia will settle this one down. But Baker comes away with it. And they'll play it over to that far side. And now upfield. But Panuna will play it over towards Dean. Goes by her. It will be a Baker throw in now. About 21 minutes remaining now. Throw-in goes down the line, headed out. Will be another Baker throw. Throw it down the line, headed again by the Vikings. And now cleared out.
Garcia hits the deck.
And it looks like they will call a foul on that one.
20 minutes and 45 seconds remaining, and Baker again scored in the first 2 minutes. A minute and 55 seconds to be exact.
Vikings play this one forward. Clammers will get to it first. Giving back. Now they'll play it off towards Martin, trying to get up to Garcia. That gets headed away and now knocked away, but right to Martin again. And they'll give it off to Clammers on this near sideline. Try to find LaFuente, knocked off her foot. And now Madison Dean gives chase and gets up to LaFuente. It stays in, but he'll clear it off past that back line. Another goal kick now for Baker. They'll play this one forward, and Vikings get it there, and I'll play it down the line. Fuente giving chase, going to go too far, and out of play. Another throw in for Baker. This throw go up. Vikings have it. Garcia tries to play it in towards the middle. Has it blocked, goes right back to her. Now plays it into the corner towards the Fuente. She crosses it, but off the side of her foot, out of play.
Well, the thing is, when you're in those corners and you try to send it toward the net, you better get it well out in front of the net, because if you don't, it's gonna get up in that wind and it's gone. And that wind is really whipping again, really coming in from the north again.
You realize that all Garcia's corner kicks in this half have gone low on the ground to avoid that wind as much as possible.
Well, I'm with you. I don't know why if they get a chance, take some shots from out here.
That gets cleared away back towards midfield. Baker will settle this one down. But now taken away there by Heeb and play it up, but only Baker's around it. Now they'll play it up past midfield down the line. A couple players go down in collision, but it's going to be a throw-in for the Wildcats.
And again, most of this half, it seems to me, has been played in the Baker end, but the Baker defenders are doing a pretty good job. 18 minutes left.
This throw-in goes by him down towards the line, cleared out again by the Vikings.
Valley could clinch second place with a win. Grayson's at Benedictine tonight. The best they could do would go 4-2. With a win, Valley would be 4-1-1 with a game at Culver. So they would be in great shape for second place if they could win tonight.
Baker puts it in towards the net, but nobody's around, so Sanchez has that one easily. And she'll punt this one out past midfield, using that wind to her advantage. But Baker's going to get to that one first. Nice little footwork there. Now they'll have it at midfield. They'll play it over to this near sideline. They're going to play it. Tries to get down the corner. Misread there, and it goes all the way back to Sanchez.
Was that Krista Hooper? I think it was. Yeah, we'll check. I don't think. Let's see who that was down below us. No, that was Hilbert.
Now the Vikings have it at midfield, trying to find a Fuente. She's on sides. Is it going to go too far? It does. Theobald comes off the line and takes that one away.
Couldn't catch up with it. Stayed on side, but couldn't catch up with it.
Now it's punted out towards midfield. Flipped on. He got to it first, and now it's Plowman on that far sideline, trying to get a little bit of space. She's got space on that far side, trying to find somebody to cross it over to. She'll put it in towards the middle to Clammers. Nice little move, trying to get some space. Dean's over on this far near side, wide open. They'll get it off to her. Nice little move to cut it inside. Now cuts it in towards goal. It's going to go out of play. Be a corner kick for the Wildcats.
Nice job by Dean. If the Vikings get second, they get a first-round bye. That's why second's so important in the postseason tournament.
So look like it's Garcia again, overtake this corner. Expect this one to stay low on the ground as well. Actually, that's Pizzini instead of Garcia playing it. Gets knocked out towards Kidd. She tries to play it back to Pizzini, but that gets knocked away. And now Pizzini's going to get called for the foul. And now we'll get a yellow card on top of it.
Well, that young lady went flying. And I think that was
stopped at 15:23.
Taylor Baum, she's up all right.
Baker will use this free kick, send it deep into Valley's end. Knocked away towards midfield for Garcia. She'll play it forward. That gets headed out.
Baker men coming out there again, and they're orange, bright orange, the Wildcats.
Clammer's giving chase, and it goes out of play off Baker. This will be another corner kick, and now Garcia will run over and take this one. Might be playing this one short quickly as Clammer's is right there. Took a little bit too long. Baker realized it.
We could call this Baker Week, couldn't we? Both soccer teams and football in town.
This goes up in the air.
Ooh.
This time headed away back towards that far line. Baker's going to get to it first and clear it out. But Heave keeps it in Baker's end and finds Martine. That gets knocked off her foot. And now Dean's going to have to give chase. Right at midfield. She'll play it up. Garcia flips it on. And now LaFuente has it. She tries to find Clammer's, knocked away from her.
Boy, that was a nice defensive move because Clammer's almost got to that one with a wide open look at goal.
Now Clammer's has it again for the Vikings. But that gets knocked away from her. Now Baker has only one forward up as they're playing real defensively.
Yeah. Getting ready to come in for Baker is Alexa Fryer, junior out of Fort Collins, Colorado.
Looking at Atkin is the only Wildcats up top right now. They're playing 10 defensive backs basically. Now the Vikings have it. Trying to find a little bit of space. That gets blocked right away. Pizzini's shot was blocked.
Kid racing after, trying to use her speed to get control of the ball again.
And now it's Dean for the Vikings. He'll play it up. And now Garcia will have it. And play it off to Martine, back to Plowman. She'll send it upfield. Goes past Baker. Kids giving chase. And we'll get to it first.